audible in on the call. Test. Can you hear me? Hello. If I'm not audible, just let me know. That's it. No, next is not ages like better.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
No. Yeah, I muted Vega, so I'm hearing him only through Win. Yeah, think. Hello.
Hello, Raza. Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Mic
can hear
test.
you. Can you hear me?
Okay, nice. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, good. Okay,
Yes.
all right. Is my mic overbearing? Is it okay, or is it just right?
I might be muted. Can I do it? Can I turn it down a little bit? Maybe?
No. Just tell me if it's overwhelming. I'll turn it down on my end.
It's
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. A little bit down. Okay. Yeah. How about now? Is it good?
Yeah. Oh, wait. You can increase it a little.
Okay. Give us 2 minutes. Just-
Do you have
we can start this fine.
do you have like a small note or something like about the tournament? Because I have a doc here. I couldn't do the tourney overview. I did all the other.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the very first ever Revival Cup 2025, a community tournament for the community, by the community. And the start of something big for Sri Lanka Valorant. I'm assuming everybody can hear me. So good evening to everyone out there. My name is Vega, joined tonight by the ever-energetic Razael as we kick things off with our 8 p.m. headline match, Team Exotic versus Chunga Army. What do you think, Razael? It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? Valorant in Sri Lanka is alive again. The scene's been kind of quiet for months. We had the Women's Cup by Quest Esports earlier this year, but since then, silence.
Exactly. You can feel the excitement in there, It's a great initiative brought by the Valorant community themselves. That's what's great about this tournament, right? It's by the community for the community itself, right? So yeah, I'm super excited to see all the matches, and there's a lot of exciting teams as well. We have some good matches lined up for you guys.
And that's what makes tonight special, right? The Revival Cup is exactly what its name says, a revival. Casters, refs, designers, organizers, everyone volunteering purely because we love this game and we love this community. Now, before we dive into tonight's match, let me just give a quick recap from the schedule shuffle, because we've crammed 4 best of 3s in just 2 days, 7 if you count the semis and finals. Match 3, X3 Valorant versus Proximity was played off stream on Wednesday. That was a rare exception made with both teams' consent, and to keep everything transparent, the entire series was recorded. The VOD will be going live right after the game, and spoiler alert, X3 came out swinging. They took Koro 13-16 and Abyss 11-3, an absolute dominant 2-0 that puts them just 1 win away from the playoffs. What do you think, Razael, coming off from that very, very aggressive start off from X3? I mean, it's a team that we see this going to happen. It's going to be a trend if you're going to look at the matches going to be played off. You have Team Exotic, Chunga Army today, then Ashraf Ahmed, and also Unks to play after 8. Your thoughts on any of the games to come, Razael?
I mean, I'm definitely excited for Zyvos esports Valorant team, because I feel like they came up a bit short on the last tournament that they played, if I'm not mistaken. Because they did play on the Noob Alliance last tournament that they played, and they came up a little bit short in the semi-final stint, and the academy team I remember advanced to the finals. So this might be a whole redemption arc for the team of Cypher's esports, and definitely going to be one of the more stronger contenders going into the tournament. And I have if I'm a betting person, I will be putting my money on Team Ashraf Ahmed. I mean, these guys, everyone knows them if you say the names of their team members, because they do change their team name like every tournament. So it's a team with crumbs and everyone. So I'm definitely excited to watch that game that is going to be happening right after this best of 3. So it's going to be 2 best of 3s tonight, and we are starting out with Team Exotic and Team Chunga Army. And can you tell me a little bit about the teams? I think we are very excited to see these people come back.
Well, exceptional memory as usual, because yes, Team Exotic it comes very short of the Play Expo, I think, last year. Momentum's already building, Razael, and now it's time for match 1 of Qualifier 1, Team Exotic versus Chunga Army. Starting with Exotic, we've got X-Tip, Jana, Zo, Razeki, and the man who's practically a headline himself, Bronco. Back-to-back Slate Inter-University champion, Play Expo finalist, and get this, he actually beat Exotic in last year's semifinals before joining them when nothing left stepped away. Talking about a plot twist, worthy of a Netflix special itself. Razael, that's Team Exotic there for you. And then on the other end, you have Chunga Army, the comeback kings. If the name sounds new, the players definitely are not. I think it rings a bell to you, Razael, who Chunga Army really is. Before this rebrand,
Yep.
These were the lads who gave us the legendary supermarket lineups: Cargill, Keels, Afiko, Glowmark, Laughs. The supermarket era of Sri Lankan Valorant. Chaotic, hilarious, and genuinely dangerous when they are on form. They've been away for a bit, but they're back tonight, refreshed, refocused, and ready to shake things up again. To keep going.
Definitely. Hmm. And as we are getting ready for the map vetoes and everything, we are just currently waiting, and I think we will be rolling very soon. And yes, as we say it, you can see the first map
So here we
ban.
are.
And
The first
mhm.
match of the first ever Revival Cup result. For Exotic, it's about proving they are still the standard. For Chunga, it's about announcing their return. And for everyone watching, it's proof that Sri Lankan Valorant scene is back from the dead. Okay.
Exactly.
Like we said.
And yeah, we can see Team Expo taking their time on the first ban, and
As
you'll
a
see
as a
very
Valorant
soon what.
player yourself, Razel, what do you think? Who do you think they should ban? I mean, sorry, which map do you think they should ban going forward into this veto?
Hmm, I would say most of the newer maps, because rep time should be a little bit low for the new maps per se. Maybe I would say Corrode or Abyss. So that would be my
Uh,
prediction for the first ban.
Ironically, Razel, last
Maybe.
night's game was Corrode and Abyss. So what was the plan there?
Yeah.
Was it the whole idea of dominating the new maps? So you give some sort of statement early on, do not pick those. You know? Do you think that's the play going to
I
be?
mean,
That's the same thing that's going to happen over here?
I doubt it, but I would love to see, because the last few tournaments, these maps were not available on the tournament, so I would love to get the ability to cast Abyss or Corrode. But yeah, they are still taking some time with the ban system,
I
and
mean, casting Corrode is going to be a massive hassle because it's got a lot of places to look at, a lot of places to take, corners, angles.
exactly.
It's also nicknamed the Rats map for a reason, and I think Corrode goes a long way in keeping that nickname for itself. Personally, Razel, I would ban Pearl or Lotus because of its wide. It's just big, as a team, I don't
Mhm.
want to have the hassle of defending such a map. It's honestly a very good way of spreading yourself out and attacking in terms of the attacking, but for defending, it's too big. So I don't know what form of aggro these teams are going for, but if it's something that is creative, you want to be creative, you want to be out there, you want to make some sort of fun map plays, you'd go for something new. Oh, there you go, the first veto, the first ban has been given out by Exotic has taken away Sunset. Now that's not surprising actually, because Sunset can be very difficult to play in. What do you think, Razel?
Yeah, definitely. Sunset is a map where teams require a very high amount of coordination to pull off. So I would say banning Sunset, it's not. It's probably one of my least favorite maps as well. So I'm glad a little bit. So, and we can see the second map pick, map ban, which is Abyss. So as I predicted, the newer maps are getting a little bit of revamp, and we have to note Abyss especially because it did receive a rework recently, so that might be another reason for the ban.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
the rework was a very big it was a very big change when it comes to the attacking side. Well, B side was mainly very much defender based, and then all of a sudden you have a mid
Unholdable.
lane to come through, and
Yeah.
also yeah, it's
Mhm.
now pretty. So it's understandable why they took out Abyss early on. Looks to I think
Mhm.
Chungame looks to be going to pick. Yes, they have, and they have finalized on Pearl, which is unfortunately for me, but really fortunate for them if that's what they're going for, is the map they're going to pick first. So after Sunset and Abyss,
Yeah.
two very small maps, Pearl is the first one going to be picked. Why Pearl? Why Rizal? Why do you think it's Pearl that they're going for?
Ah, that is quite a surprise. It might be a comfort pick as well, because me personally, I like Pearl as a map, but the issue is it came back to the map pool after a long break, right? So maybe Team EXO has a lot of practice on it, and they are going to be starting
Ah,
on attack as well. So it's going to be fun to see some set strats and maybe do some mid lurks as well, coming in from the side of Team Exotic. And yeah, we are waiting for Team Changami to finalize the second map.
so ideally,
What
statistically
are your?
speaking, if they're going for if they're going for Pearl and then they're going to go for, what other map do you think that they would go for that is not? Do you think they would stick to the bigger maps so it's convert praiseworthy for them? Something like bind, something small like bind, or even split for that matter. What is their pick? What
I would say,
do you assume that they're going to pick
yeah.
next? It's bind. It looks like to be a bind pick.
Yeah, I was gonna predict some OG map picks because Chunga is an OG team, right? So I mean, Bind has pretty much been there since the end of time, you know. So I would say that is a
Well,
very
it's
safe
not
pick
funny
by the
that Bind,
side of
yes.
team. Yeah, it has had a couple of competitive breaks, but Bind, everyone knows Bind. Everyone, I don't know.
You can
whether
never go
everyone
wrong
likes
in
Bind,
Bind,
but
right?
it's a very
Yeah, you can never
exactly.
go
It's a
wrong
very
in
very
Bind. Exactly.
it's a very fun map to play with, and yep. Oh,
And then finally you
racing through
have
the bands here. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's safe to say that the new maps are out of the pool for this series with Exotic and Chunga. But they don't want to take the risk, Let's stick to very familiar maps and try to get this sorted out. Heaven, Bind, Pearl. It seems to be a very homely maps that you might know. I don't know about Pearl, but Bind and Heaven on the other side are very famous picks when it comes to any sort of tournament that you go into. Very, you know what to do there. You as a pro team, you're very aware. You know the play, you know the strats. It's very easy for both the attackers and defenders because they're very familiar with it. As for Split, Corrode, Abyss, Sunset, tricky maps need a little strats. Things can go south very soon, and we've seen that many times. And even in the VCT finals, Fnatic NRG, where Fnatic could not hold themselves against NRG in the Sunset. So just like that, maps like this can turn on your back very quickly, and it's only up to how you hold yourself down. So yeah, it makes sense. Heaven, Bind, Pearl, very familiar picks, and also I think it's very just like that. We're going into the first map, I believe, that will be Pearl, and where Chunga Army will be defending. What are your thoughts on the meta of Pearl, and how do you think it's going to be when it comes to moving forward into this series?
It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see how teams play the updated B side of Pearl as well. Right. So it's gonna be way more corners and way more harder to clear. And it's a very surprising pick, I would say, right? Because Pearl new map been out of the map pool for a long time. Then they came back with a rework. Then Team X chooses it.
Exactly,
I'm excited
right?
to see how they would play it, because they might have run some set stats or something.
You pick
to
Pearl,
maybe take
you're
the
going
B side,
to
play a little bit of post plant and stuff.
yeah, you pick Pearl, you're going to utilize controllers and information utility initiators. These are especially strong on Pearl due to its many angles, like you said. Mid control is important, and then that long range lines, particularly on B. But so, some standout agents that would be taken into consideration would typically be Astra, or Viper. Their global placement, and then the, splitting space, doing site for, like you just said, post-part control. It's very important. So agents like Astra, Viper, Cypher, even duelists like Jet and Raze are the go-to. For initiators, you'd want someone like Fade or Sova. So that's the typical pick in
what
Pearl.
the other exciting thing is? Because every single initiator got nerfed, right? And I'm surprised with most of the Sentinel utility as well. It's going to be interesting to see how teams play. Maybe they will go with a chamber. That is my personal, I would say, prediction. Maybe we get to see a little bit of Pearl chamber action. Maybe a little bit of Pearl Harb action as well, if you don't mind me making the joke. But yeah.
Well, the thing is, I would
definitely
personally love to see an Astra play here. I think an Astra would work fabulously in this map, especially because of her global utilities. She would be able to hold side. Take the strats into consideration, for the attacking side, you need to have mid control. Establishing that mid side opens up splits and options to hit either A or B. Losing mid early can hamper them and take sides away from the attackers. So if you are going to execute A side, then you smoke off Link, Flowers, Secret, flash into main, clear dugout, and then basically plan your default. So considers that give post-plant crossfires. But for B side execution, you'd secure B main or push together, smoke tower, hall, maybe B link, clear common defensive spots like screen, right hall. These things all in general give you that feel like this is going to be a very, very aggressive game, because if you take Pearl into, if you think of how you're going to execute Pearl as an attacker, you have to be extremely aggressive. You can't give the opponents the opportunity to rotate sides. So if 3 people are defending B, you can't let them come over to A when you're attacking it. So you have to be aggressive. You can't give them that 1 second of space in order to build a defense against you as an attacker. So that's the idea Exotic would have to go to.
Yep, and I would not be surprised to see a double control as well. Maybe, as I mentioned, maybe an Astra Hub action, maybe a little bit of Clove as well if the teams are playing, a little bit of aggressive, because Clove is one Smokes character which did not get touched by any nerf at all. Even like the Omen near sight and the Astra cooldown have been nerfed immensely, right? So maybe we get to see one of these aggressive cracktailers on Clove, maybe along with another traditional smoker, maybe along with maybe putting your default smokes play on a character like Harbor or Viper. We'll see definitely, and I think we are getting ready to go into the maps anytime, and yeah, we'll see. It's going to be really interesting. My personal predictions will be at least 1 double controller team and 1 chamber. Well, what about you? What agents do you think? Because we have to keep in mind that we play like duelists like Yoru and everyone are nerfed abysmal, right? Because Yoru is pretty much really hard to play now, and maybe we get to see maybe a little bit of Vele action. I've been playing her a lot recently. Really fun character to play.
If you take the opinions and community thoughts of people that have played Pearl, they often feel Pearl is information heavy, utility intensive. You need to use your ability smart, or definitely and thoroughly you will be punished. Even some Reddit players remark that B side is easy for attackers if uncontrolled. So B is easy to take. Put a Viper, Harbor, wall diagonally across the side, plant near the wall bangable vertical box. That's what people usually say. And then you have the other side. Others feel that, because there are many angles and long sight lines, the map favors strong aimers. So if you have good aim, you're set for Pearl. So players comfortable with opening duels or holding long lines, this is the typical map for them going forward. In terms of the competitive and the pro view result, the map is regarded as deep in strategy, but also unsolved. Meaning there are many viable approaches and no one is really there's no dominant cookie cutter strat yet. So due to its size and complexity, mistakes are highly punishable, and that's why it's a very surprising pick in terms of Exotic being very confident here. They know that if Chunga Army, knowing their dominance in history of Valorant in Sri Lanka, they are banging on the fact that Chunga Army makes a mistake and then they can just overwhelm the enemy and move and get one up on the board, moving on to bind after. That's what Exotic's game plan here is. As for Chunga Army, what do you think their rebuttal to the choice pick of Pearl being?
I would say they would go for a more defensive comp, maybe another double controller, perhaps, maybe some raise action, I would say, because raise is unironically a good team, as I say, that they are currently hovering through the list.
Look at that. Your Vele is in action, I believe. And Exotic going with a very heavily duelist combo here. Like I said, Pearl is a very aggressive map. You have to be aggressive, you have to push forward, and you have to be absolutely on point when it comes to anything of sorts. So you have Yoru, Vele, Fade, Astra, and KJ. It's a possible team comp for Team Exotic. Vele, Yoru, and Fade have been locked in, by the way. So pay attention to that. 2 duelists, and then the go to initiate a Fade. I'm surprised here for there is no Omen, which is something that I expected to be in this comp. But hey, You were right on the money. Whaley, Chamber, two key characters, and even Raze going forward into this comp. And as much as it's evenly split, there's two duelists on each side, an initiator for each, and then going forward you have two initiators on Chunga, isn't it?
Yep. And I would feel like because the meta has changed to less utility focused meta, so people are going to be more focused on these aim duels and maybe more aggressive plays. We always love to see that, and the Pacific region is known for their aggressiveness as well. So I would love to see this maybe some Reina Rays. It's a little bit of old out, maybe out of meta comp, but we'll see how will they cook up in attack first of all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited qualifier 1 between Team Exotic and Chunga Army. As we move forward, you are able to see the defenders moving and positioning themselves in each side, all the way in. Seems to be like they're still deciding where to go. Where would you position yourself in this map, Razan? Is it a B? Are you a B man or an A man?
I am definitely a B player because I do play Chamber a lot on this map and a little bit of duelist. So I'll be having, if I was to play, I would play B long, definitely push up to the pillars with the get out of jail free card.
I think we're able to see that the attackers also are playing split at the moment, not really decided on where they want to go. You have 3 up in mid, holding mid doors, trying to go through art at the moment. Fade having a small look into doors, see if there's anybody coming in.
If you look at the minimap, the entire A side is there, absolutely free. Now that they are currently realizing it, and they are rotating towards this, but we see a little bit of fake going towards B main, B long as well.
And just the first crossover between Exotic, taking out Loves all the way in mid doors.
And
now they're pushing it back.
Now the team is actually currently gathering towards B long as well, so I would feel like this fake is probably working out so well. And they probably potentially have a free side to plant and
all the way up, already pushed up. They're not holding back for any more, but just like that, well, they're going into tunnel. Taking as fast as I can. Like I said, aggressive plays is your pearl action. Here you go. He's putting an ace. No, one tap and down goes Reina. They're 2 men down with heavily influenced Team Exotic all over side. Now it's all about, it's just a waiting game for Team Exotic. No chance whatsoever. And within the first 30 seconds, they've come and grabbed that first round win, which gives them a very good morale boost going into this matchup. The momentum seems to be highly in favor for the attacking side, especially because of the way they played it. Split, went to mid, faked it, went to B, took away the defense, pushed in, and a flawless execution when it came to post plant and holding the side, not letting even a single individual from their team go down, which is astonishing and amazing for the attackers.
And I have to point out the beauty, like the sheer beauty of that attack round, because you fake the R rush, you fake the B main push, and you fake the A main push, and everyone goes around and goes back.
But trying to take the mid dose.
Spike down mid.
Mid control is important, and that is being highly.
Last player standing.
Just like that, Exotic keeps to be admonishing them for being too spread apart. The team is on shambles at the moment. Chunga Army trying to keep a hold of what they're doing. Glomak seeing if they can move forward. There's going to be a confrontation here with KJ and Glomak. Slow yet moving. No, just unfortunate.
And we had to point out, the Astra getting farm in the kills on Beaker round as well. Bronco, you probably one of their star players on this team as well. Very aggressive player. A little bit surprised to see him on the Astra role of all things, but if you are feeling it.
I mean, you can clearly see why they picked Pearl. The way they're pushing is on another level of confidence, because they don't seem to be backing up. They know what they're doing. They want to take the chances, take the peaks, win the peaks, and move forward. Just like that. Look at that Razor! Oh my lord!
I mean, I have never seen a Killjoy being this aggressive with a Marshall of all things as well. No, it's a really surprising thing because
and actually getting the shots in. It's unbelievable.
Yep, that shows you know the confidence on this map
And just like that,
the first
you can't be doing that every time and getting away from it.
first official caster curse of this tournament. Possibly less more to come, but you can see a post plan of only 3 post plan instead of the team exotic. That's all.
Last player standing.
I think that's all exotic,
there's a
regardless of
beautiful
the regardless of what's happening around the map. It's exotic coming on top, and I think that's a fantastic effort from them. Chunga army all over the place trying to figure out anything they can possibly do, but unfortunately nothing coming to any avail. What do you think they should do different at this point? They should, I feel like they should have some sort of a holdback in terms of the way they're defending. It's on a shambles at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And
have a look at it. They're not really decided at the moment right now, the attackers.
Exactly. I think they're
Bronco.
probably going to be stacking the B side for a more eco approach.
Covering
if I'm
it.
not mistaken. They'll you can see a little bit of mid presence as well.
Now taking a very slow approach into mid doors. Nobody there to look at it, mind you. So, no, actually Gecko is looking all the way from left. So takes out the trips and now pushing back into side.
I have the spike.
Bronco is exercising every single way of playing Valorant that you can possibly see. The sneaky peeks, the global Astra util usage to trick the enemy, push forward, and really confuse the enemy in all sorts and aspects.
Now,
Exotic
if you
seems to
see
be
to
going
look
to A
towards the
side.
B side as well, we can see that their Reyna player has pushed up along, so they have all this information that they are going to be most likely headed towards
A side.
A side. Sorry. So they are.
And this is exactly what. No, Razor with the outlaw on the other side of the map. Precisely that info coming in. That information coming in. Key giving Exotic the still Exotic
30 seconds left.
having no advantage there inside. Take that very comfortably.
It's a matter of
Holding.
probably a lower buy as well on the economic side. So
One enemy remaining.
Is it possible for Lofts to do something? Unfortunately, no.
and yep, it's gonna be most likely a flawless side if I don't manage to cast a cursor 3 times in a row.
I think you've said enough. Let them have a flawless run for once again. Moving all the way, Raze. I don't think Raze is going to push forward and make any sort of difference. He's going to have to save and move back. Apiko, not really the best economical ways for Apiko at the moment, but they will take anything. And you just jinx.
Oh.
No,
Oh, I did not.
you did not jinx it. I hope
I mean, I'm very surprised.
Apiko must be kicking themselves because that was a wrong sell.
Yeah, I would love to see the economy
Unfortunate
as
for
well of
Tugami.
the team, if that is possible. I feel like they forced bought that last one, if I'm not mistaken. And yep, it's gonna be a hard decision.
I think it's a Exotic on a momentum and a half here. They know what they're moving really slowly, but also look at their movement. They're slow but accurate and fast. So much happening in mid at the moment. You traded off each team, but King is slowly moving forward. It gives out info. They're pushing to A side as soon as they can. It's a 3v3, ladies and gentlemen. What is Exotic's play here? Holding up all the way in the
yep.
ramp.
And you can see the recent chamber updates as well. Having that huge area of coverage that he can TP to, so he can take a lot of
Space, right?
in the
But
mid side as
unfortunately, it's
well,
not
but
being
then
used
Wisely
here.
fall in back. Yeah, Wisely fell back because they are currently recreating. Maybe a good call by him.
Look, they're going again to mid. Try to get mid goes! Razor waiting for laughs, and that teleportation not coming to any usage there. They're not using the utils like they're supposed to, and that is Chunga Army's fault at the moment. Have a look at this.
And they're
move.
walking into a free
pushing
A side
the
as
link.
well. Yeah, this is a dream
A free
scenario
A
for
side.
Team Exotic.
But look at the lurk here. Have a
30
look at the lurk.
seconds left.
Lurk giving out the turret, giving out everything they need to know about the lurk. Let's forget about the lurk and now let's move into side. They're trying to go and plant the default, as they should. Side is safely in Exotic's
Spike
hands.
planted.
Gecko all the way on B side. No comms not given to through Reyna to Gecko at the moment. I think Chunga Army is in shambles. They are in and out of their depth, but no. Reyna takes care of Razor. It's a 2v2.
This is extremely
Both end up
doable
in
because I'm pretty sure Gecko has all his utility left as well. So it's going to be
This is
interesting
heavily
how he plays the first round.
If Chunga Army plays this well, Exotic might be in big trouble here going forward. A fake defuse.
Someone's there.
It's about high time they push forward. Pushing main.
Last
Big.
player standing.
Flip.
One enemy
One
remaining.
takes. And just like that. With half.
Oh,
Bronco taking space back. Does not give any chance for them to defuse. This doesn't matter the kill. They have the money. They move forward. With yet another round. What do you think? Do you think that was a smart move from Gecko? Don't you think they should have played back and defused it instead of pushing up and getting them?
yeah, I mean, considering the low time that was left, I would say that they have to try to tap that. Normally I would be the one who, the person who would say that you definitely need to push the 1v1 in the main, but considering that the time was extremely low, I feel like he had to
It's
either
a
try to
bizarre
stick it
scenario,
or.
don't you think?
Yeah, so it's gonna be a full man
Chunga Army
five-man
had
rush
it in
towards
their
B side.
hand. Now
Yeah.
go look at this. We
It's
haven't
gonna be a
seen this in
surprise
while.
for this Reyna.
Good 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Reyna has no idea. They're waiting. The Valorant timing.
Where's the
Hello?
balls back?
No way.
No.
That's
Oh, yeah, I
example.
think he has a
He
lot,
has no
man.
idea.
Oh my.
Unfortunate for Reyna. Oh my word. Now,
I mean,
when you ask people about what Valorant timing is, Razel, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Pushing up
Slow
tunnel.
down.
Melee, trying to get some sort of information coming forward. Spraying through the smoke in mid. Getting any sort of chip in damage that would be all. Now, holding side is key. Exotic knows how important that is because they nearly lost last round. Shooting up towers. Taking
my
mid, one down. Wailing. Take a bow because that was fantastic. Now have a look at this. Holding it back. Race pushing. Oh my god, that's
One
the
enemy
end!
remaining.
But no! Brazil!
I mean,
What am I watching? It's
I mean-
carnage! It's absolute carnage!
Yeah. Man, the absolute beauty of the site hit as well. It's the first time that they went for a full-on, utility B spam rush. But absolutely beautiful. If you see the way they're dashing in with the Yoru flash as well. Now that the flashes are a little bit hard for the Yoru player to initiate himself, he throws in the flash for his Vele player to initiate onto the backside, and beautiful utility coming out from Team Exotic.
I think Chunga Army at the moment feels a little out of depth at the moment, don't you think? It feels a little uncanny the way they are playing. Gecko pushed up, but now going back after the fades. Prowler going in. The Waylay ult possibly going to go in. Yoru taking in info. Telling the Waylay, no, not time. He's pushing! Kill's taken care of.
Spike
He's not
planted.
looking good for Team.
The army seems to
Exotic.
be shaking. Now, holding the ult, taking care of Razor all the way in. Arts.
No peeking.
The lurk coming in. Now they have control of Arts. Are they going to push in? Are they going to go for the straight diffuse?
Up on
Exotic
it,
is all over the place here. It's going to be a lot of audaciousness coming in from Global to defuse. That was a smoke. That was very careless. And they get punished
One
for
enemy
it. One by
remaining.
one. They fall. And Chunga Army are back again. No! The waste of an ult. Everybody inside. Everybody in shambles. Everyone just everywhere. Just this
Fancy
Proves to
vacuum
be
deactivated.
some sort of a fluke of they were not supposed to win that round going the way they played. They were all over the place, but
Bet they're feeling
Love's coming in,
frazzled.
taking the flank, taking care of Art, giving Glowmark the opportunity to push forward, and so did the entire team, giving Chunga Army their first win in 7 rounds. Ladies and gentlemen, the score is 6-1. with just little to no
And you-
going for Chunga Army, but let's hope they can build on this momentum, right?
I mean, we could see the first, cracks showing for the side of Team Exotic as well. Getting picked out a little bit towards the art side as well and towards backside.
No, I mean, Exotic was very frazzled when
Not
it came
blocked,
towards the
yeah.
middle of the holding site. It was just uncanny to see.
Yes. Yes, we'll see how they will deal back with this. Maybe a little bit of momentum gain here for Team Changami. And a beautiful pick coming from
Beautiful.
One can
Yeah.
feel so
Oh,
good.
look at that! Look at that!
Here.
Exotic!
And, sometimes, sometimes all you need is one round to get all that momentum back.
Now
It's
we've
beautiful
seen
to see,
Razor and the way
team.
Razor have played. Can we see the first ace of the tournament? I don't think there was an ace yesterday, so can Razor pull off an ace here?
Flawless.
Slowly take his team forward. Nope, never mind. Screw what I was saying. You are right, Chunga Army's seeping through those cracks and making a statement here. 6-2.
Yep. And we could see why Team Exotic, even though they lost the last 2 rounds, maybe it's a little bit of nerve issue as well, a little bit of miscommunication towards mid fight, because they were taking mid for relatively free the last few rounds, and then they caught out by the surprise picks of Wayne and Clove in the middle area. And
I think it's more than just that. They were very frazzled. They're not very decisive about the way they've been going. I mean, it's been working for them, yes, but right now, because of how they've got acclimatized and adapted to the way the game is going, Chunga Army has been able to now really be a barrier towards the play that Exotic has been pulling off of. They gotta be decisive. They gotta be more aggressive if they're going to go keep winning rounds, or else Chunga Army is just gonna come fly over and take the game from them. It's very possible and plausible, but have a look at this now. They're slowly sleeping into B. The defense spread out all over the place. Gecko pushing up, already waiting for them to peak.
A little bit of passive play we can see coming from Team Exotic here. Maybe a slower side hit as well. But yes,
One down,
this is what I was talking
and the
about
use of
earlier
the TP.
as well.
Works.
This is the value of the chamber that I was speaking
want
about
to fight
earlier
it?
before the match. A beautiful.
They are struggling to side now. They're slowly taking side. Vericon going in, tricks, laughs, gives them the info they needed that someone is there in tunnels. Not just someone, but both of
30
them.
seconds left.
Broncos plant has
planted.
been planted. Side has been planted. Exotic only needs to hold position now. Maybe one man down, but Exotic,
Last player standing.
it's a 1v1. It's a 2v1. Exotic bring back their nerves after after losing it for the last 2 rounds. But again, a very, very shaky round there.
Yeah,
was-
we
it
can see
seemed
the
like they were
first
all over
proper
the
post
place.
plant on B as well. Yeah, it's a little bit a little bit uncoordinated from the side of Team Chun, but I mean it's a little bit of momentum gain, but maybe a little bit of breath of fresh air, a little sigh of relief for the side
Valiant
of Team
effort.
Exotic.
A valiant effort from Chungami. The
Definitely.
race really made a statement. They're taking out 2 people, but again, to no avail, because Exotic and they coming forward with their strats and taking care of the remaining 2 individuals. Now look, it's a strike B push. Reyna taking Reagan just taken care of. Now they're willing. They're going to go tracking back, actually, taking one, pushing back. I think that's been their play all this time. But Glowmark taking the best of them there. KJ having some sort of instinct here.
Yes.
My word! The instinct coming into use over here.
I
Feeling.
mean, that's a little bit of a new
The-
desperation push from the side of Team Changami as well. With their down players, they have to get some information, and unfortunately, they have none currently. Except for this chamber tool
2
they
men
made,
down on
who has an operator, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah,
again.
should be a free pick if nothing goes wrong. I can't keep getting away with this, man. I apologize.
5.
Face your fear!
Not working. And now Chamber is in a lot of trouble with just 1 HP.
30
and
seconds left.
Mark, can they redeem themselves? Blinded. Glowmark on the other hand takes care of Bronco. Nope.
That's 3.
One
Glow
enemy
Mark
remaining.
doing Lord's
Spike down
work
A.
for Chunga Army at the moment. Taking everybody out from us,
10
moving
seconds
over
left.
to Suez, and trying to get a good flank coming in from Flowers and falling. With 3 seconds left,
Ultimately, I think, yeah.
Chunga Army holds their fort, and Razor pushes back into defender spawn, attacker side spawn. So,
If you need help figuring out
sorry,
how.
defender
I mean, the
spawn.
player we have to highlight here is probably Glowmark, right? Because we saw him get a couple of picks on the first ever round that they won as well. That is also towards our side. You know, they have to take care of this Glow who's peeking and getting away with the. If I was Team Exotic, I would be planning to push art a little bit more aggressive and try to get out the Glow as it's their smoke play.
Turn out.
So
See, the
we'll
reason
see
why
how
they
it
lost
goes.
last round was because of time, and they were really forced to pick a site as quick in the span of 20 seconds. They really have to be more aggressive. But Laughs this time gets the orb kill, which they missed last time. Doesn't matter, they're not backing up. Holding B
Calling
side
my
still.
bot.
Trying to push in, Laughs with another one. What's happening on the other end? Glowmark
down,
holding
B.
mid, spike down. Razor and Bronco
Fast flank as well.
giving Exotic
should run.
that one. Have a look at this, the flank coming in. Bronco Razor have absolutely no idea. But now they do. Still, not made a dent on Bronco's end. Arnold is coming into. Arnold pushes Bronco away.
Like
Razor takes
I
care of
never
that.
left.
One enemy remaining. Last player
Oh my
standing.
God.
Did you
They're
see
gone for
that,
the
Razor?
here. Oh my God, man! This guy is
Target
something
out.
special.
Razor with 11 HP,
1v3
Glowmark.
as well.
Glowmark.
One for the
with-
ace, one for the
Recalling my
lead.
bot.
of the
30
team.
seconds left.
And an open plant
Oh,
as
very,
well.
very,
He could be anywhere.
familiar
He could be
path.
playing anywhere
down.
with this.
Now. Things seem to be getting interesting over here. It's just 1 second more to beat.
Oh
the win.
no!
Razor gives Chunga Army their 4th round.
Oh my
What
God,
a
man!
game!
What a half this is turning out to be. Right? Because it started as out as
Careful
6-0, and now we are getting an almost
Careful
tied
here.
up half here.
Last
We
round
get-
before the
Chunga
switch.
Army and Glowmark take a bow because that was phenomenal. I mean, you can't bet an eye about this guy. This guy's going to flank, forward, front, everywhere you can possibly think of. He's there. He's Chunga Army's redemption.
Man, this
Glowmark.
such a cool half as well. We can slowly
I never
start to
thought.
see the team Changami regaining the momentum, gaining a little bit of confidence. Maybe shaking off that ring rust that they have
Dropping
been,
smokes.
putting off, because they have been missing in action for quite a while, and now they look to be gaining confidence and a little bit of confidence.
I mean, let's not take credit away from Laughs. Those amazing 2 orbs to get the round going short. And now the Wele comes into tunnels. Bronco and Wele push up. They know Glowmark is in. Glowmark goes down. They know they can take the round for themselves. Every UT spawn back, but no, Glowmark still stands.
Spike planted.
What's next? All that UT damage and still standing goes to show how much of an amazing persona this man is. He's playing the smoke into tunnel. Bronco still survives. Glowmark is still up running. They're pushing up.
Last player standing.
One by one, they fall. And Exotic take the behemoth of an individual Glowmark down to
Switching
secure the
sides.
round. 8-4. And now the defenders become the defending, the attacking. I'm sorry. Look, it's been a hell of a match.
Should I play
And
some
my mind is
stars
as
in this
frazzled as the
reality?
individuals playing it tonight. Azael, what just
Man,
happened?
this is such a. I mean, we could see the little bit of issues popping up in the post plant retake as well, coming in again for the side of Team Chunga. I mean, little bit of uncoordinated towards the end, as the race player just went out alone and people getting picked up. But that shows the productivity of the post plant in the side of Team Exotic as well.
Keep
They
doing what you do
tend to get this
best.
pick. And we'll see
the
how they
moment, I
manage to
think-
play in defense as well.
Placing alarm bot.
Zo and Zoe and Apiko have still yet to make a statement as the individuals in the team, the duelists. Still struggling a bit, you know, the initiator of Exotic and the duelist
But
of.
you know, it is the attack side, and you know, we can probably see.
So yeah, I mean, we could see a difference exactly.
a little bit more
But-
freedom to work with as well. As we say that
Now,
we have a little bit
Attackers
of
are heavily spread out in mid at the moment.
looking for a push.
Again,
Maybe they know
a
that
similar
Team Exotic
strategy.
will try to fight for push.
Pushing
As
up
you
Art.
said,
Bronco is there.
Right, these are
Bronco
free
is there,
pick,
but Bronco has no idea.
yeah.
Bronco's going into sewers.
This free pick
So
of
push
the
into
back.
Art. Nobody in A side.
Oh my.
Spike planted.
Glowbox
I mean,
down,
not the
which means
cleanest pick.
they're going to. Well, it's still a pick, you know. Going into side has been planted. Razor coming in. Razor this time not making that mistake, taking the kill. Zo down.
Last
It's Love.
player
It's
standing.
Apiko not really being able to prove themselves here again. And Love tried to spray himself away, but unfortunately, Exotic take a very fairly easy round for themselves. 9-4, ladies and gentlemen, at the moment.
I would love to see Chunga, you know, push together at some point because they kept, you know, going in one by one, try to get these picks. But you know, unfortunately, met with the server final boss himself, Razor Key, you know, took them all one by one.
That's the hypocritical part, right? That's exactly what Exotic did towards the last few rounds. They just kept moving one by one into fights and getting themselves caught off guard. And unfortunately, it didn't play off well for themselves. So I think Chunga Army shouldn't exactly follow in the footsteps of Exotic here. I know they're up in front, but they have to just push in all at once. Give their defenders no choice but to go back and retake side. That's the typical strat for Pearl when it comes to playing. Now have a look at this. Pushing up Pearl. Pushing up mid. I apologize. Razor has to go back. They're going from mid all the way to A. Seems like they're going from mid to connector to us. Possibly no, they're tracking back, pushing it to B. Razor
Placing swamp grenade. Swamp grenade.
takes out the Reyna with the ghost. And now stuck up in B link. What are they going to do? Are they going to push back into connector? Are they going to push into side? KJ holding side with these guns is not really a viable option, don't you think?
But look at Apiko here.
Apiko taking
God,
a
he has
very
managed to pick, but they are aware of it, right?
amazing flag. Look at this, Zo. X-Tip and Apiko just there. Doesn't see. Does he see? Yes, he does. It's always very exciting when something like that happens, you know. Raises your hairs as much as you think you can. It's a 5v3. Heaven in the side of Exotic.
The
30
double hold
seconds
was
left.
nailed.
Spike down A.
Mark one. Take
Almost.
Last
Chips
player
on X-Tip there,
standing.
but now Exotic.
Flawless.
There's little to nothing Keels can do in a situation like this except get some refreshments after this.
I am not mistaken, that was a fourth buy, right? So they might be in a little bit of sticky situation financially going to the next round here on the other side.
That was a crazy flank, not gonna lie. But it didn't amount to anything because X-Tip is very aware. Took that angle and waited for Apiko to peek and then take Apiko out. But imagine if it had worked out,
Time to
it would have
jump.
gone all the way. I think 10-4 with a very decisive lead. Exotic wouldn't want to take any chances at this point, and that's why they're pushing up very fast. They're not holding back. The defenders are attacking.
And these are sign of well versed side on Pearl as well. Which now we can see why Team Exotic picked for this map, right? To be picked for the first map in the series.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Portal
And I think it's
closed.
very, like you said, very visible because it's 10-4 and the lead and the confidence and everything demanding Exotic to be in this position is the reason why Pearl was their first pick going forward. Surprising for us, but not for them because they know what they're doing and what they're going to go forward to. Now, the attackers are pushing up Art, getting into. They do not know.
Bomb buddy out.
Pushing in, but not given a chance. Play through the
down
blind
A.
and you get the kill. That's what they say. Spike is in the side.
Last
And the
player
defenders to be
standing.
able to defend. Look at that!
Turning out.
With the outlaw
Turning out to be a
and the
disaster.
Spectre.
And it shows that because they lost the main control, the main fight first of all, they did not try to re-clear it in any way, and they just ran into the blender to the A side on three different angles as well. They just ran towards the blender.
Raza, this just seems like Chunga Army seems to be heavily outclassed here. Even Gloma can't make a stand here because of the way Exotic is playing. They're very erratic. We don't know what they're going to do next. One, they're pushing B, and all of a sudden the Outlaw trying to slow them down. But no, look at this. They're coming like a wave, not slowing down. That's exactly how you play Pearl. And you whiff, and you might be punished. And certainly you are. Glowmark takes the first pick, and now for the first time in the attacking side,
Spike planted.
Chunga Army have made a statement. Oh, 1-2. The Bucky waiting. 3.
Oh
Wins.
my god. It's a 2v2 post, man.
It's a 2v2. It's a 2v2 post plant. One with an outlaw and one
Enemy
ambition.
remaining.
And beautiful
Look at
hold
that
by
double play,
that.
for instance.
That-
What an amazing hold.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god, Apiko.
He's
Okay.
gone.
1v1.
Apiko has yet to make a statement, and now look at this. This might just be that moment.
So unfortunately, I don't think he has time left, but clutch coming in from Apiko.
And takes the clutch too.
And that's a much
Very careless.
needed
No
round
charges.
win. Not just for Changami, I would say for Apiko as well, who was struggling a little bit earlier on this map. Who was still struggling, so he has managed to
That's one thing.
technically double
That's
his
one
score
thing I never
line.
thought I'd say. That's one thing I never thought I'd say. Apiko touching for a pro Valorant team, but here we are. It's 2025, and Apiko did in fact clutch, redeeming themselves. Right now, it doesn't matter if it's 4-13 or if you're 12, 4-13 or 27. It doesn't matter. It just the way you're gonna play, the way you hold your team, and giving you those clutch moments in order to push it in one step forward in this matchup is what Chunga Army needs. And I think, as much as it's one-sided, you still would love to believe. 11-5, ladies and gentlemen, as we moved into the 17th round. The attackers moving through spawn again. All the way into
Looks like
Rams.
another B hit coming in. Maybe trying to recreate
Went for them
previous,
once. It might as well work again. Upgraded into a AWP this time. Probably
fall
not
back
going to
here.
get caught in
Beautiful
that
reversion
box
coming in from
after last
Jana here
time.
as well. But he already pressed his ability, so might have to play a little bit of adjustment.
Razor takes care of
One
Glowmark.
down
It's
with
one man
efficiency.
down. This time.
One enemy remaining.
2,
Yeah.
3.
Spike planted.
An exotic.
And that is
A very, very demanding and audacious hold at that point. Ray's coming in with a bucket.
Match
It's always a
point,
scary
I will
experience.
say.
I've seen it up front, and it has destroyed my mentality and my confidence going into the game after. But have a look at this. Apiko tried it. Couldn't really land the shots
play
in
some
because
stars
they
in the
just
actual
taken care
plane.
of mid-air.
You do.
Didn't give them the opportunity to land and get a shot in. And Jana, the reposition, again, like you said, was fantastic. And that's probably why, right now, it's 12-5. And very likely, Pearl seems to be going Exotic's way and giving them the scoreboard lead, 1-up.
it's
Chungami seems to
map
be going
point
very
for
fast
the
into it
side of
this
Team
time.
Changami here. As Team Changami most likely, yep, going to be met with only a soldier.
Look at
Want
the
to play?
spacing.
Let's play.
I want you to have a look at the
They have
spacing at the
rested
moment.
space,
The A side, this is good in terms of Exotic. This is how you want to defend A side. You don't want to be in the side and get caught in any sort of UTL spam. It's too small of a place for you to hold. Staying in that smoke really helps out. Next tip. Now look at this. One by one, they fall down. The defense coming in.
Spike down A.
Apiko,
One
2
enemy
kills.
remaining.
Precise.
Apiko
But
gets
look
taken out by
who left.
Razor. It's Razor
Look
against
who
3.
left. I mean,
Thrifty.
oh,
No,
God, that
not
was so
giving them
close,
the
man.
opportunity. Not giving the opportunity. Glowmark not taking any chance. Brazil.
Man, I would
Good-
not
good-
be peeking
good
Razor
luck
Key if
from
I
him.
was the other team, though. He's I mean, he's feeling it right now. You know, you can see he's currently 23-9 on the Killjoy as well. So I would not rule out that touch.
I mean-
in any way, if he got the first pick, you know, maybe the rest
Reza
is
has
history.
been enjoying himself this game. He's been holding
fears
himself back,
betrayed them.
taking as many opportunities as he possibly can. On the other side, Glowmark has been going through hell and beyond and still holding his own, which goes to show how much more
Back
can
in the
you
front.
take?
Nice and slow now.
Slowing them down. The util spam as much as they can. Slowing.
Spike down A.
Oh my god. It's his
Did
own
not
teammate
work.
here as well, but you know, he's a little bit
Unfortunately.
too aggressive there. No,
I got the spike.
Chungami,
they'll be
three-
walking into
Chungami, two
two
men
more
down.
players as well.
Razor coming in
And I
from
want to highlight that Razor
mid
T is pushing
into
through
spawn,
defense
the lurk.
spawn as well.
one. No, Razor misses, and now he's gonna run away and hide himself because that was a little bit embarrassing. But hey, look at this now. Razor pushing in from the other side. Waits for it.
That beautiful play. Yeah.
Repositioning
it's a
is
2v2.
the name
Sorry,
of the
2v3.
game. X-Tape, Zo,
40 seconds on the
Bronco
clock.
against
No peeking.
Laughs and Glowmark. Glowmark has already proven themselves multiple times here. Can they hold Chunga Army in this matchup?
30 seconds left.
Yep,
SI
unfortunately,
is
we can
free
see, you know,
and
team,
all for
Exotic,
Chunga Army.
Ult is ready.
Yep, Team
No,
Exotic
pushing
unfortunately
up
made the wrong
Would love to take-
decision at the last one.
Yoru into us! No, the alt. I for a moment there thought Yoru was taken out by Glowmark. Info is given. Waiting for the peak. Just in time.
Not ready yet.
It's now or never for Exotic. It's now or never for Chunga Army.
enemy
Both
remaining.
want to win. Both want to
Last
stay.
player standing.
And no! It's it!
Yeah, they also work it though.
Back again! No,
Oh
it
my
works! 4x tip! And there we have it! The first map goes to Pearl. Sorry, the first map Pearl goes to Exotic.
Defenders win.
I'm done.
That's one hell of a way to end the round as well.
Beautiful map as well. I mean, it was a little bit more competitive than it was turning out to be. But, you know, it's such a, you know, maybe a little bit of warm-up map for the side of Team
I think,
Shangami here.
Look at that, right? Average combat score. Glowmark and Luff's really trying to pull their team to some sort of a victory, even though they had lost. Not a humiliating one. 6-13, a pretty formidable score for a team like Exotic, who were finalists last year. For them to
And-
hold their own
and-
and battle them the way they did.
I mean, we can see how aggressive Razor Key was on the attack as well, because he has the same number of first players as his Wele, you know, Wele player. So, man, that's such
I mean, 24 kills for
such
a
a rare thing to
KJ.
see as well.
It's insane.
Yeah.
24 kills for a KJ, and Razor really standing out to be the player that we've known him to be before this as well. Exotic, no, not giving them not giving Chungami the opportunity to breathe in every single round that they played, making them earn every round they won, and then 13-6. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I call you a hell of a round to begin with. Now, we'll be moving to Bind, which is a home territory for most Valorant players from the get-go. So it's going to be pretty interesting. If Pearl was like this, just imagine how Bind would be, Razael.
Man, I mean, we could all see why Team Exotic peaked Pearl in the first place, and going forward, I'm pretty sure that you know, any team that will be playing against Team Exotic will definitely ban Pearl, because you know the things that they did on the attack side, especially, was unholy, right? And beautiful aim and control, and I would say a good post plans coming in from the side of Team Exotic as well. And maybe we can, you know, Team Changami can get this a little bit. I think it's a 5-minute break for the teams as well, to possibly, you know, regather themselves. You know, gain a little bit of momentum. We could see like Apico getting a little bit of momentum and
right.
momentum towards the end as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we end this round, sorry, not session, I apologize, 13-6, we move into Bind after. So please bring your popcorns. We've already seen a fantastic game. We're going to see a more phenomenal one coming forward. So just come back, take a break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. And over to you. Well, hello there. Welcome back to Team Exotic versus Chunga Army. I mean, what a way to start it off, Brazil. This series on Pearl, Exotic takes 13-6. It wasn't as clean as the scoreline makes it look. Both teams had their shaky moments. Their coordination wasn't always perfect. But again, it was that audacious confidence from Exotic that made the difference in the end. Razor, Bronco absolutely took over the server. Their trades, their timings, their sheer willingness to take fights. That's what pushed Exotic ahead. On the other side, I think you'd agree with me, Razal. Chunga Army weren't backing down. Glowmark's Clove utility was on point. That mid-round impact and late-round revives, gave them that real staying power. And laughs on Chamber, the lockdowns, picks, everything you'd want from your Sentinel. But in the end, unfortunately, it wasn't enough to stop the momentum train that Exotic built.
I mean, yeah, you could see that Team Shangami has not been playing for a while as well, especially on Pearl, because it is we talked about this earlier. It's a new map. It just came back to the pool. It got a revamp, and Team EXO is as we saw, amazing on Pearl. So I mean, I have more hope for Team Changami on Bind because it's an old map. They have, I'm pretty sure they have many reps on it, and it's a lot more comfortable for certain players. Maybe a race player like Apico as well, because Bind is really race dominant map, and maybe we get to see another Waylay as well from the side of Team Exotic because that Waylay, man. I gave you my predictions. I told you that Waylay will be a strong pick, and it apparently was a really good pick because she's in a really strong place in the meta right now as well, right?
Yes,
Do you
you're not
have any
wrong again.
predictions? Or...
Your Waylay prediction coming into a really massive impact in that game. Bronco with Waylay just was unstoppable. Moving in, taking sides, taking tunnel, just destroying and decimating Chunga in every possible way. And now, this Bind is a very different battlefield. No mid to control, double teleporters, and so much emphasis on coordination and utility layering when it comes to playing in Bind. The question is, Razel, can Chunga Army reset their mentality and make Bind their map? Or will Exotic ride that confidence all the way through moving forward?
I would say that Changami will be a lot more comfortable here because Bind is like way more chaotic, and Changami is a very chaotic team per se, while Team Exotic is more cool, laid back, default hit site at certain times type of team. But I feel like Bind is a kind of the kind of map which heavily favors the more aggressive teams as well. We've seen like players like Croms in the past as well. Just doing crazy things on just double satcheling into hookah with Judge and stuff like that. It's a really good map for race players. It's a really good map for more chaotic players as well. So it's interesting to see how Team Exotic will play, because I would feel like the Pearl composition is not really going to help out on this map in particular, but while I would argue that Team Changami's composition on Pearl would be really better on Bind as well. So we'll see how they will play into this map. And
okay, I mean, let's have a look at the map characteristics and the implications that comes into playing with in Bind. For those of you who are not aware of what Bind is, it's a two-side map with no true mid lane like we saw in Pearl. Instead, you just have A and B side with very two major flanking rotation to the teleporters. Teleporters, one from A short to B back long, one from B long to A lobby. When used, they make an audio cue so both teams know rotation or fake might be on. Now, we've all played Bind. For all those who played Valorant, Bind is a map lack of central area. Map control focuses shift rather than mid control. We are watching showers, hookah, long shot. The usual drill. Typically, the defense is considered slightly favored when it comes to playing Bind because the attackers must commit to a site, and the teleporters, while powerful, come at a cost of info disclosure, right? In a small map like this, any information is key, and there's really nothing else you can do once your information is out there. So, given the layout, I think controllers and sentinels, as usual, with strong zone control or tight angle, any utility shine with that helps tight angles, smokes, traps, walls, in shower, hookah, or long would come in very handy. And then for duelists who can clear corners, like you said, Raze, Waylay can clear corners real fast, are valuable for entry or retake. Raze, Waylay, these two, especially these two duelists, come into extreme critical push when it gets into entry. You just can just go into site with no hesitation and then take a judge out and just get two people at once. Initiators, of course, a Sova is also a very useful agent in Bind. I think we've seen a lot of people pick Sova purely because of the able to gather info, force rotations. Also, it can come in handy. Given the multiple approaches and flanking potentials, Sova and KJ are standing out sentinels for this map. So what are your attacking strategies?
So I would say definitely another Waylay. But the issue is Team Changam is starting on attack, so I'm pretty sure we'll close to 100% see obviously Happy go on Raze. Sorry. We have 3 Raze.
Look at that.
Have
a
little bit of trolling going on.
All of them going in for race.
Imagine if you
My
had 3
God.
race players though. Imagine the chaos, man.
I don't think chaos is an
Yeah.
understatement. A very, very secure pick from Exotic there. They didn't even hesitate. Everybody just went in.
Nah.
X-Tip, Zur, Razor,
Yeah.
Jana, and Bronco going in with the Raze, Sky, Cypher, Brim, and Deadlock combo. Whereas on the other hand, you have 3 duelists waiting to pick a duelist option on Chunga Army's side, trolling in order for the users on the users' behalf. So,
And we
what
get-
do you think
we
of
get to see
Exotic's
Team
pick at the
Exotic.
moment?
I mean, it's a very sensible team, very sensible picks. The bread and butter double sentinel composition here for Team Exotic. Some would say more of like an EU per se composition because it's a very slow not playmaking, very much on the playmaking side. It's just a really good defensive comp as well. Speaking of which, they are starting on defense. So. And you can see another.
And now, ladies
Gecko
and
coming out.
gentlemen, a Gecko, Clove, KJ, Raze, and Reyna pick. Now they're going for a very aggressive approach there, Chunga Army, trying to get as much as, they are attacking. They want to push in as soon as possible, not giving the defense any sort of moment. Any hesitation from the attacking side could mean punishable offense. On the other end, you have a very leveled comp coming in from Exotic. I think the Raze, Sky, Cypher, and Brim, Deadlock is a very balanced comp moving forward. And I think their approach is to be balanced. Do not overly push. Do not flank as much. Just stay inside or push side and be decisive about it. And I think that's what they're going to go for.
As I mentioned earlier, Team Changam is running a very similar composition to what they ran on Pearl earlier. So they will be warmed up on these agents as well. So they have that advantage to coming in to this map, and we can see early.
All right.
Sorry.
Map 2 is beginning. One thing to remember, just keep that momentum up and confidence, and you will go on to make a difference. Bronco,
Spike
one
planted.
pick. Already planted really quickly. Look at this. They're now a very aggressive push, but now already 2 people down. It's a 4v3 at the moment.
One enemy remaining.
Such a fast retake as well.
It's really fast. It's a really fast push. A fast retake coming around from Lamps. Map awareness, but the awareness to take the gun out is not there. So I think Bronco
even
will have to
start
die
that
in order
shit,
for
mate.
Exotic to take the first round very comfortably. And a very fast push from them and a
Keep that
very
fire, yeah?
I mean, yeah.
fast retake. It was everything there for you to see, and at the same time,
Yeah.
Chungami could not really get a move on going forward.
Yeah, Bronco does a little bit of trolling here as well, but we have to highlight that maintaining showers control, putting this wall there, getting a pick there, getting a pick onto the plant package there as well. So really good deadlock players coming in from one of their star players, who is Bronco, who we mentioned earlier as well. Yep.
Okay.
Time to hunt.
There's a push coming. Really.
Yep.
Trying to get some sort
It's a
of-
dog, is that? And the utility as well. I mentioned this is a very decent sided comp. You can see it in action right here.
Blinding.
The flank coming from Razor, not really going to any sort of
One enemy
rotation.
remaining.
It's a 4v. Wait, did they win the round already? I'm so sorry. I'm left back after that race push. And just like that, Exotic really not giving them any opportunity to move forward, huh? Holding them back
Yeah,
from flank and also
exactly.
pushing through teleporter. My
Yep. Except we can see him channeling a little bit of inner promises as well, just buying a jersey, jumping into their teammates as well. The other team
I don't
players
think we
as
have
well,
to
so-
wait long to see Crumbs. I mean, he's in the next game without Marashtra's team.
Yeah.
That's a fascinating game upcoming. So stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Apik was trying to push in. Using your strength over here, Azale. Look at this.
Time to hunt.
Beautiful.
clearing out Chunga with the sky
Really
dart.
good information coming in from the sky as well, right?
But KJ pushing in with the
Gonna
bot,
be a really
which is
hard fight.
also trying to get some sort of B-side given very easily for the attackers. How is the
Spike
retake going to look
planted.
like over here? With an Aries Jana holding.
Hawk out! Blinded. Hawk out!
The Aries play, not really.
Last
Coming
player
into play,
standing.
the Spectre through. It's Bronco against up in hookah. What can Bronco do? What difference can he make?
But look at the crossfires as well.
What a
man.
shot!
Watching on the crossfires. Then I'm just
I barely saw his head.
yeah.
I mean, that's probably why I'm sitting here at the caster seat and not actually playing. So, kudos to you, Reina. That was amazing.
Yeah. I mean, you love to see your arena players get your early picks and get a lot of confidence. You know that's the teams. You know, the opposite teams.
Yeah, we're
work
3
like,
rounds
yeah.
in. We're 3 rounds in, and Reina already has 5 kills. Goes to show you the dominant performance. She's very confident and very homely, and that's what you can see here with the peaks coming in from Reina. So it's a 2-1 at the
For a
moment.
fast
Chunga
start
Army
as
and
well. Team Chunga.
oh, here's back all the way in.
Out of charges.
Gonna be
Reina.
running into all these
Getting caught in showers.
But it's really good to get
Look
all
at
these
low
utility
mark
out
and Reina.
early as possible, right?
That's the plan in
So they have-
especially in Bind. Take out the utilities exactly, and they've done
Look at
that
Razor Key
really
once
well.
again. We saw him doing this many times in Pearl as well, you know.
Oh, Razor
Taking
coming
all
back
these
here, like you
games
said.
for-
Glowmark's gone. Apiko trying to
Another pick.
trace back, not again, but on the other side, Laughs coming in and getting the trade up for Apiko. Now, 50 seconds remaining. What are the attackers going to do? They are. It's a
Team
4v3
Exotic is already
scenario.
there.
Kills. I think Zoe is very, very cautious
One
about
enemy
what's happening.
remaining.
Yes, they
Spike down,
no,
B.
not coming in to give info. Oh, that is what you call a pig and a bait.
Yeah. I mean, you have to punish Razor Key for stop pushing up as well, because you can't keep they can't keep letting him get away with it, right? He did it multiple times on Pearl as well. You have to watch out what they're playing. Unfortunately, it's a little bit harder for a Killjoy to watch playing because she does not have global utility around the map. But it's something that they have to keep an eye out, because Team Exotic is a very aggressive team as well. And now to go here with the judge, the Chrome special.
I mean, that's a very.
To raise one.
Oh, now look. Let me get fast as I can. 2 ults coming into carry, taking hookah. X-Tip is frozen in time. Oh, look at this! Doesn't matter, pushes down. It's not even very heavy advantage here. Just 1. 2 people remaining for Chunga Army. So much happening and so little for Chunga Army.
Last
Exotic
player standing.
pushing and trying to run away. Reina with 3 HP.
That's unfortunate.
And there's 1, 2, 3. Oh no! Could have had it. Could have had it. But
Man.
decided to go away.
Wow. Man, it's chaos
What
all
just
around, man.
happened?
I don't even know what is happening all of the time, but it's a pure ultimate round as well, right? Because they got like a lot of
I mean,
ultimate
think
rounds
about
from
it,
the side
right?
of team.
If the Reina did not dismiss that, she could have had a collapse. So the way they came in.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was the
Unfortunate.
case.
Now look at
But
that.
it's qualified to showers as well.
Again, Cobra coming in. God damn. 1 peak is all it
Oh,
takes,
easy,
they
easy.
say. They do take it.
Spike down
And they
A.
do have sight. Have
Oh,
Spike
man.
in their side. Lost. What
Lost
are you
in a
gonna do? It's gonna spike
Last
now.
player standing.
Oh, what a
Oh my god,
shot!
he cleared the kill through.
What a shot! X-Tip.
And everything going wrong for the side of Team Chunga in this round as well. But fortunately for them, they are not in a huge, Buy round as well.
Disadvantage at the moment,
they're
yes.
mostly.
Now, no flight. Oh my. You can't really do anything. You can't do anything. Absolutely nothing.
It's the power of a double sentinel comp as well, man. You can't take showers for nothing. You have to, at least sacrifice a couple of teammates, like a couple of teammates to get showers control. That's the power of Bronco's star player as well, Not just a normal.
In the
developer,
last three
like
rounds.
a really good
In
sentinel.
the last 3 rounds.
Yep.
The sentinels, like you said, coming in eggs in every sort of way. You cannot just leave out the Razor coming from the back and then Zoe with the blinds. In the last 3 rounds, Reyna has only been able to get 1 kill. And I think we are in for a timeout for the first time in this series. If I'm not wrong.
Man.
Yes.
So I was going to mention that neither one of the teams got a timeout on the last map as well.
Timeout.
Something, Yeah. Now we get to do what I dubbed the Viso special, A shout out to my former class as well. So
Right.
in this case, if you are the coach or you are the IGL, what are you saying to your team if you are Team Chunga?
If I'm Team Chunga, is to play it slow but precise, because they're all over the place. They need to be decisive. Chunga just seems to be decisive in the wrong places. They're going to showers. They keep taking showers, just like last round. Everybody just gone for showers when 3 people were there. I mean, 2 people, very strong individuals taking that away, and then Spike was dropped, and then all chaos. Just do what you're doing, but be precise about it. Decisive and move forward as a team. If you see sentinels, back up. Try to rotate. Make use of the teleporters and move forward with doing what you should be doing because Changam isn't doing isn't making any difference way forward. 5-1, and that's a big say as to what is happening right now.
There.
I mean, statistically, the weaker side is the B side for the side of Team Exotic, guys. I say that, I mean, gets traded 1-1, not bad, and he has an operator for the attack.
Spike
Jana
down.
just lost on the side to
Doesn't matter,
Prince
Jana,
on this
we
whole
own
down M1. Souls down M1.
Everything is happening.
Yeah.
It's a 3v2 right now.
Yeah.
Nobody gets
And also
mine.
our Hams MVP as well, NRG Pro. Just on the brimstone.
Blinded into trying to push up now. They weren't aware of the spike being in garden, were they?
Here.
Well, he's a gunner
30
here.
seconds
Oh,
left.
they know. They know. Laugh is waiting there,
Tight.
and Laugh is gone. It's Gecko.
And Glowmark,
It's Glowmark. We've seen. Yes, we've seen Glowmark's potential in the last round. I am sure that we're going to see something this round as well. Have a look at that! 1 down. It's 2 bro.
the
Go
time.
Bronco. Just take it
10
down.
seconds
Nasty. Quick to the head.
But the time got
No
low
buddy
on
as
the
well.
side of Glowmark this time.
Seek them out. Found one.
Oh, yeah, and listen, the Sky
know,
of the
yeah.
is a
They
getting
know.
for where he is. It's 1v2. Except is holding on
coming.
with an operator.
It's very difficult for Glowmark to do anything. But no. Baited the off, but couldn't
Really
really get
risky,
Zoa
right?
off his back. Yeah.
That is super risky.
And
Because
Goes to say,
in any scenario, I would want my operator
Last
player
time
to,
some hero
like
messing
instead of
things up.
holding it like that, but that's a trust that these guys have in each other.
I mean, again, that's the reason why they're pro, They know what they're doing. They're very
Yeah.
confident, and that goes to show. Also,
That comes
Glowmark,
their team yourself.
knowing that an op is there, speaks like that just to bait the op shot and then go on to, unfortunately, get clipped in the head by Zoe. But again, you can never just take away. Look at the way they got Bronco off the hook with that flick on the head. Oh, this game just keeps on giving, doesn't it?
There. I mean, you have to clear out Bronco, man. You can't just let him keep down people like this. And that's what they're doing as well. They have to clear the tips out as well
Bomb grenade out.
as soon as possible.
Brutal usage up. It showers! It showers and Bronco takes last down. Nice one. Razor comes back and takes. Oh my! Everything
out
going
for
on
an
for
out.
laughs here. 1 down. Zoe
Blinded.
holding side.
Enemy remaining.
1-2.
My god.
ignores the buddy weirdly. Here's trying to take the flank here, take the teleport.
Oh my god! What the hell?
My god! Sandwiched! That's all that was! Just sandwich! In the middle! Nothing seems to be going Chunga way.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And I mentioned earlier that the team Chunga is off to a better start than the other map. I would like to retract that statement as well. I mean, it's not going good for them in this map. I would say it's worse. The showing is worse.
I think it goes to show why it's worse because bind. It's bind, right? They all know what they're doing. And they're doing it flawlessly. And already spray coming in.
Open up the sky!
Just running away the early out. The whole.
Oh yeah! Monster
And-
on the loose!
And that's
this
a
one
nightmare
is
you
just
don't
messy,
want to
no?
run into as well, right? Jana with the brimstone, Pitwicken and the Odin.
Blow him up, Mosh!
Right, already now in the hands of Chunga army. Can they make a statement by coming back? Razor waiting for the block. Razor, what are you doing? You can't be doing that. You just cannot be doing that. You're a cipher.
Spike planted.
In luck.
Man. Very unfortunate, and Bronco just pushes
Bronco.
towers as well.
The two sentinels.
There.
Let them take side and now retaking. Still with an Odin. Raze.
Battle out.
One enemy
Lambs.
remaining.
They have. I mean, what can you do at this
This is
point
just-
if you're Changami, man?
I know the
Everyone
Odin
should-
is a gun in the inventory.
Flawless.
But why? Just why? Exotic.
Please not the Odin,
8
man.
rounds up. 8 rounds up to 1. And I think it's just a run over. It's just an absolute run over. Chunga army just can't seem to hold themselves here. They get
And
side.
the unfortunate
I
thing
feel
is
like-
they use their timeout early as well, right? So, I mean, they have to manually do something, maybe a little bit of mental reset here for the sign of Changami. Maybe play...
I feel like they
Try a full aggressive rush as well. If going
Find the
slowly
weak
isn't
point
working out for you.
and break it.
The
As a once
here is
ex-CS player
Exotic is allowing.
myself, I can say,
no.
I can
Razor.
say,
I think the
when everything goes wrong, just rush B, man.
Dizzy's up!
That's
Yeah,
exactly
you're
what
right,
they're
but I
doing.
think the issue here is going wrong in every way.
Strike down
Flanking
B.
this time.
One enemy
Rizzo,
remaining.
2.
Oh my god. I mean,
Oh my lord.
I have no more stats.
Reina
left,
can do
that's
nothing.
the only one I have in my bag.
Over there.
Rizzo, I think the reason why they're losing is because Exotic is allowing them to enter side. Just letting them enter and then demolishing them as soon as they enter.
I mean,
I told you
unfortunately,
this-
we see a little bit of mess up in the special movement as well. But,
He just shot
I did.
himself right into the space. Couldn't really do anything with that now, can you? Shugami are very heavily mentally broken here. And I don't know if 11-1 comeback is possible. I mean, it is possible. We've seen it in the VCT. Is it possible for a 9-1 comeback? One can only hope now, can we? Razor again coming in with a lot of... Nobody
Here
really
the
has
Odin
held
across the
Razor up until this point, by the way.
yeah.
And one down already. They don't look at their flanks. That is the reason why they keep losing.
Man.
Kills taking a very fast
don't
push.
win.
Razor waiting.
Oh
1,
my god.
2,
One enemy remaining.
3. No. Stop just waiting now.
Can't use that.
It's just a waiting game. With the Odin, Jana just hopping around.
Hawk
A
out.
happy little brim is what we love to see in Valorant, and that's what we are witnessing at the
Oh my
moment.
god.
A double peak.
Jumping around with the Odin,
No.
man.
The formidable
Last
double
round
peak
in the
coming
half.
in and taking care of laughs, giving Chunga army so much more distress than they should already be having. I think Jana's just having the time of his
This
life.
has to be a
with this game.
nightmare to deal with as well, right, Nero? So,
You can't.
so
Every single strat they've tried, they've been outclassed.
So yeah. So this has to be a nightmare because on the one side they're dealing with Bronco in showers, another Brimstone with an Odin. The other side you see your
Razor flanking
pushing up
too.
everywhere he can. That has to be a nightmare to play against, but no. But yeah, they baited out a lot of utility early. It's good.
Does it really matter at this point? Labs missing their one taps, gets one tap. You don't want to miss that. The Odin gets one but gets traded off. It's a 3v2.
Go with the obvious stuff.
Last player
Box and
standing.
Labs, they know very well where they are there. Razor coming, taking out Gloma, pushing up to Labs. Oh!
they're running
Trolling
down.
each other in the midst of the maps. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Bronco using the net to
Man,
dare
I
trap his own
wanted to
teammates.
Switching sides.
That was very cool.
Okay. Okay. Let's reset. 11-1, I know. But the time has it's changed. We know Bind is a defender-sided map. Let's just chalk it up to the fact that it is a defender-sided map, and that's why Chungami was so heavily one-sided. What do you think? Do you think that it's going to continue from this way on, or is it just going to end here for
I mean,
Chungami?
at this point, it's more of a mental break here for the side of Team Changami as well. So, I mean, Team Exotic, everyone's shooting. You know, we see the zone, the op on the sky. It doesn't make sense, but it works anyhow. You know, Jana on the Odin, and I think, I mean, this has to be a comeback for the Ages if you know. Team Changami has
If they can. Oh no, already Showers been taken out. This is what we didn't see in the Chungami's perspective. Already pushed up Showers, entering size through Showers into the box. He's pushing in. The two right clicks
Running.
takes Razor one step closer to the semi-final journey
Right there.
in Revival
Spike
Cup
planted.
2025. Rena taking Rabi through defender flank. The lurk.
Last
Oh my
player standing.
word. Doesn't matter. It's Reina against Exotic. I would love to pronounce his name, but I don't know if I can, so I'm just gonna say Reina. I'm so sorry. It's a 1v4. It's a push of the century. 1, 2,
they're running in
3.
for the
Nobody
knife.
dies. They're taking one. They're coming for the knife. And oh, come on, Razor. You did not have to take that away from us.
Match point.
I mean,
Such a
on the
killjoy.
bright side,
No wonder he played killjoy.
on the bright side, we know that Franz is playing Nick, so we know for sure there's going to be a lot of knife kills on the server, so we don't have to starve ourselves from that. But
We've
like, it
known
would have been
Franz.
nice to see, you know.
Look, I think we're just getting a trailer of what is to happen, and then Razor just took it away from us. I can't believe he would do that. Right? It's one round more for Exotic to conquer Chunga Army and move forward to the semi-finals. Or is it going to be Chunga Army's redemption arc of the history of Valorant in Sri Lanka? Because I don't think there has been a 12-1 comeback up until this point.
Yeah, but you know, they're not even that side to defend this. They're just running inside, taking everything for free. They have a lot of
body.
utility left.
Oh, look at that! Exchanging body, exchanging utils. Yes. Oh my God! What was
My
that?
classic does not work like that, by the way.
None of our classics work like that. Zoa peeking, taking out Reina. Jana from the back taking out Loves with an Ares.
Last player standing.
Doesn't matter, the Ares is better than the Spectre. It's one man.
Spike
Oh,
planted.
Chunga Army, it's one man. It's one round for Exotic. It's a 1v2. It's Kills, Zoa, and Bronco, Bronco taking Heaven. Zoa holding Lambs. They've planted. They know they've done their job. It's a matter of holding it now. Kills makes noise.
And
They know. Look at that plant. Doesn't look Heaven.
Plant is the
Heaven doesn't matter.
Attackers
Just like
win.
that, Exotic
Sorry.
take and emphatically destroyed 13-1 against Chunga Army. This map ended way faster than Pearl did, and I'm actually surprised. It was Chunga Army's
Yep.
pick, and
I
they
mean-
got decimated in it.
you know, team Exotic, you know, making me eat my words. I told that this was a closer map because they won the third round, and apparently that was the only round they won. Though. But I mean, unfortunately, it's a little bit of a difficult scoreline to see if you are a Changami fan here as well. Not the best showing from them, but you know, that is sometimes, that's how it goes. If you, I mean, it's Valorant, Don't have the
Oh
momentum, can't do
my
anything,
word.
unfortunately.
Have a look at that for a match. I mean, ever since the third round, the only round that we saw potential from Chunga Army is that third round win that they emphatically took from Showers with Reina doing a fantastic job. But ever since then, it was just a decline. They couldn't even enter. They entered side only when Exotic allowed them to, and then they left side dying and giving the queue to they're giving the round to Exotic. This was a
Yeah.
mile and a half of a win coming from Exotic.
Mhm. Unfortunate day for the Chunga Army fans here as well on the chat watching. But that's how it is sometimes. But I mean, we can talk about the next map a little bit, I would say. We got an really
Guys, no
interesting
next map.
Sorry,
Guys, no next
I
map.
meant next.
Next match, yeah. I think after that win and a half, I think it's fair to say that
So, it's a little bit of unfortunate circumstances, but I mean, this tournament is turning out to be an absolute banger. You can see the potential of the teams that we have seen so far. I would love to see Team X3 go up against, a Team Exotic after the showing that they had yesterday and the showing that Team Exotic had yesterday. And yep, man, it's such a cool tournament as well because we can see all the older teams coming out to play here. And we have to give a quick shout out to our sponsors here as well. Man, I mean, the man behind everything. We can say a little bit of a. Yeah. Okay. We're having a little bit of a rush schedule, so I'll just move on to the sponsors in a bit. But yep, we'll talk a little bit about the upcoming teams, which is one team is Ashraf Ahmad, and that's Crumbs' team as he said earlier, and the other team is For One Kill. Can you give me a little bit of insight about these teams, Vega?